Welcome to the Sideline. I'm Andy Katz. Well, this is going to be a home for a lot of original content in college sports and beyond. Now, of course, you're going to get a lot of that similar content that I produce for NCAA platforms, for Big Ten Network, and other places. But I needed a home for a lot of those interviews with the newsmakers in this space. So where are you going to find it? Right here at the Sideline. Let's get to it. And welcome everyone to a Jersey Mike's National High School Girls Award-winning chat, but we've progressed past that because now Aaliyah Chavez, with that trophy behind her, is at the University of Oklahoma on to bigger and better things. But let's first deal with this honor that you received. Only a handful of people, get this. It's not been that long. And now you are the latest recipient of this national award. When you got it, what was your reaction?
I was very surprised. I think it was a dream come true for sure. I don't think I know it was a dream come true. And it's just an honor to be recognized at a high level with all the other people that are on this award. It just means so much because some of the greatest have touched this award. So it's just very, I'm blessed to be in the position where I can be recognized just as them.
And what I think this also shows, and obviously you've had a national platform, even at a young age, playing with USA Basketball, but still, Lubbock, Texas. It's not like, when you get to college and beyond, that everyone knows your name, that it's national. This just shows that they are paying attention because you had an unbelievable high school career. What does that tell you that you were recognized coming from Lubbock?
It means a lot just because you don't hear a lot from Lubbock. And I know for me, Lubbock has put me in the best position and my dad has put me in the best position to be where I'm at right now. And it just means so much that people watched me, even though I was from Lubbock. And I proved people wrong and I proved that I could get out of Lubbock and be more expanded.
I mean, in a state like Texas, unbelievable sports at the high school level, certainly in the high profile sports, and you led your team to a state title, a historic state title. What are you going to remember most about that run as you close that chapter of your career?
Probably just the team that I had. So those girls, obviously most of the girls were seniors. So I've known them since seventh grade. Some of the other girls I've known since fourth grade. We've played each other. So just the people that were on that team were actually so amazing. They were truly my sisters, and I wouldn't want to change my state run with them with somebody else. I would rather have it with them.
So the recruitment process, obviously, you were one of the best players in the country, and then ultimately the best player in the country, recognized for such. What went into the decision to choose Oklahoma?
The coaching staff, the team. And when I went on my visit, the culture that was there, I went to a football game and you could tell that OU actually loves sports there. And it just made it feel like home so much more.
You mentioned your dad. He's had a huge influence on you. Take me back a little bit about when that started in terms of the basketball portion of getting you interested, and then you just, loving it and continuing to just sort of, envelop yourself in the sport and making sure that you reached each stage your potential.
Well, to be honest, he didn't try to get me interested at all. He wanted to make me quit. I was the one that wanted to play so bad. So when I told him I wanted to play, I think it was third grade. And it was just because I seen some kids outside playing. It was just something that I wanted to do for fun. And he was like, "You're not playing. You're not athletic enough. You can't even ride a bike." So he was like, "I'm gonna make you quit. We're not gonna waste this money just for you to play a sport that you're not gonna be the best at." I was like, "Okay." So the first 2 months of my training, I did not touch a ball. It was straight defensive slides, wall touches, box jumps, all the things to make me quit. And I just didn't quit. And then finally, the day before my first game, he taught me how to do a block shot just because I never touched the ball. So that first game, I would stand at half court and I would steal the ball from the girls and get to that block and just shoot it. That's how I got all my points from. And then I think I'm not gonna say that game he realized I had something, but a little bit down the road where like we started getting interested in AU, and I went to a travel team in Dallas, and like that there he could tell that like, oh, we might got something. So we just started working harder and harder. And then I played up for most of my years. I played two grades up. I played up with boys. So like he just knew that I actually loved the game, and like he was like, okay, this is what you want, then we're gonna keep on pushing. And every day since then, like he's pushed me 100 times harder now.
So to that point, not everyone starts out, thinking of those fundamentals defensively.
So, yeah.
And I know we're going back, some years here, but how much getting that base knowledge on that side of the court, how much did that help you become much more of an all-around player as your offensive game matured?
No, it definitely helped me a lot because, like, obviously, just like I said, the first years we didn't touch the ball. So, like, obviously, my defense was really good when I started playing. And then I didn't have a jump shot at the beginning when I started playing. So, like, I would get in and out, and I'm going to the bucket every time. So, finally, like, when we finally started putting in a jump shot and I started making more, like, you can see my game evolved and showing that I can score on all three types of levels. And plus, I'm playing defense on the other side. So just him starting off with the fundamentals of just a block shot of attacking the rim, the defense, like helped my game evolve so much more to the player I am today.
It's really amazing. You're coming into the game at this level at the right time.
Yes.
I mean, you just signed this deal with Nike and, a tremendous NIL deal. You're in a commercial. The only female in that commercial, a Latina woman in that commercial. I mean, you're a trailblazer in your own right. How much are you relishing in the fact that what's come before you, this era that's now playing in the WNBA and the eras before that, and you're sort of rising up along that right at the right time?
No, yeah. I wouldn't say just women's basketball, but women's sport is evolving so much. And it's just so unreal how many people care about women's sports now. And I'm just so excited to be a part of it and hoping that I can grow women's sports just going on from here.
So, getting those, like, how are you managing all this that you're getting ready for your freshman season? You're in workouts preseason. We're going to get to the season here very shortly. You got deals on the side. So you got the on and off court that you have to deal with. How are you managing all of that?
To be honest, my dad takes care of my NIL stuff. So like he makes sure that I'm focused on the main thing, which is basketball and being there for my team. So like right now, focused on our preseason and what's going on and just getting ready for the season to come because this team that we have is going to be special for sure.
Yeah, tell me about that. Obviously, Oklahoma's got a rich history in women's basketball. They get you. So they've got that anchor of that National Player of the Year type player. What should we anticipate with the Sooners this season?
No, I definitely think if we're playing how we've been practicing, we're gonna be unstoppable this season. The coaching staff, our players, we're all putting in the right position to make sure that we're gonna be the best on the court. And our coaching staff, if it takes them to encourage us or if it takes them to yell at us, they're gonna do that to make sure that we're in the best position. And like outside as a player, like I was always the leader type where like I can tell you what's wrong. You might not like it, but I'm going to tell you either way. Here, we have so many leaders. Like I'm telling somebody what's wrong, an upperclassman, the upperclassman's telling me, and we don't take that for hate. We take it just as they want what's best for us. So like this team's going to be unreal. And I don't think anybody's expecting what's about to happen at OU.
Yeah, Aaliyah, one last thing on that is that you've been the go-to player,
Yes.
obviously in your career, a stat stuffer. Obviously there's expectations on you in this freshman season, but how are you sort of going to manage that? You may not be the big time scorer every time out. You may have to be a little bit more facilitator. It may change from game to game over the course of a long season.
For me, I mean, even when I was in high school for AAU, like I wanted to be in the best position to win. And if that took me passing the ball every time, then that's what I'm gonna do. And here at OU, we score 90 points a game. So everybody's gonna get up some points. And even if I'm not the leading scorer, I know that I'm going to help my team win. And if that means me passing, I know I'm going to get buckets. We score 90 points. Like I'm going to have some points. Everybody else is going to have some points, and we're going to put up that scoreboard high.
All right. Last thing for you. Last year, I talked to Cooper Flagg, Sarah Strong. They won that award. Then they go out and, over the course of their careers at UConn, win a national championship. Duke plays for, gets into the Final Four in the semis. You got Darren Peterson. They got Kansas got a chance. You at Oklahoma. What is it about that award over your shoulder that a year or two later leads to potential Final Fours and national championships?
I mean, I didn't say this, but obviously you see the awards keeps on going. It gets higher and higher. So I think it's only best for OU to get higher and higher. We made it to Sweet 16 last year. Now it's time to make it to the Elite 8, Final Four. We're getting ready for that championship for sure.
Appreciate it. Congratulations on that award. I think the
Thank
first
you.
of many. Look forward to seeing you this season.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching and listening, everyone. And as always, you can follow all our social media content at the Sideline with a K. Our content appears on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and of course, YouTube, TikTok, X, and Instagram. Check out all the content at the Sideline with a K.